Alright, good evening everyone. Welcome back once again to Trinity Competitive Racing. This is Season 13, and guess what? It is the season finale. It's round 14 in the Platinum class, and we are here tonight for the final race of Season 13 in Trinity Competitive Racing. We are at the Circuit of the Americas here in Austin, Texas, in the USA. For a very special race here tonight, we're going to be doing a 100% full race feature, just like they do in the big leagues. It's going to be a whole 56 laps around COTA, around Circuit of the Americas. Welcome everybody to the season finale of the Platinum class in Season 13. This is Blend Machine with you guys in the booth tonight. And so far, I do not have a co-commentator at the moment. I'm supposed to hopefully get, maybe Cam is going to be jumping on as a driver commentator, so we'll get some insight right from the track there. And we might also have another guest co-commentator here tonight. He's a brand new driver who is thinking of joining into the TCR League, so we'll see if we'll be able to hear from him as well. But for now, you guys have to deal with my voice for another time in this season. Just one more night that you have to deal with me here. We are in the short qualifying ahead of the race. We've got 9 minutes left, and at the moment we've got Callie Robb sitting at the provisional pole position with a 131.714, followed very closely with a 131.767 by Flip Flop Fish, and then Sequit sitting at a 131.9. Currently watching on board here with Stanley, who just set the fastest sector 1. And he is now coming into turn 11, rounding out that one pretty nicely. Going to get a little bit of slipstream here from B-Tom, our current champion of this season in TCR in the Platinum class, giving his own teammate a little bit of slipstream down the back straight, coming into turn 12. Now he's going to slam on those brakes, going to rotate it around into turn 12. Let's see now, turn 13. It is a purple sector 2 as well for Stanley. 13 and 14, he makes those look like one corner. That's an interesting interesting line that he takes for there. And then Stanley now coming into the last few corners here of turn 16, 17, and 18. And then we're going to have 19 and 20 to round up the lap. He was purple in both sectors, but he's going to be red in sector 3. And that's going to be an invalidation for Stanley. No time posted on the board just yet. Let's see who else do we have here on a quick lap. It looks like Flip Flop Fish is going out for another one. He's pretty much in the same place where we just saw, who was that? Stanley. So Flip Flop Fish in the Red Bull now, coming around those triple right-handers. And the last sector as he jumps through turn 19 and keeps it valid. And now turn 20, can he keep it valid through there as well? A little bit wide on the exit, opens up the DRS across the line, and it's going to be a new pole position lap with a 131.678. I did see here that Cam K has joined us in the booth. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How's it going?
Good, good. How about you?
Not too bad. So it's the season finale of Season 13. It's been a long season. We've had 14 rounds. It's been a pretty hectic and interesting season. How was it for you?
It was okay. It could have started better, but you know, I've achieved what I wanted to do, which is score consistent points. And yeah, it's just been better than I thought it would be.
All right, and what are we expecting for you in Season 14? Are you going to be sticking around? Are you going to be fighting for the championship once again?
I don't think I'll be fighting for the championship now with guys like Flip Flop or Secret, but you know, I'll probably be staying around. don't have anything else to do on Thursday nights, so.
All right. Well, we're happy to oblige there. It's going to be the USA COTA circuit here tonight. What are you expecting for yourself? What's your expectation? Where are you thinking of ending up here?
I don't like to set expectations for myself. The only goal I go in to any league race with is to do well. I don't care if I qualify bad. I just want to have a good result so I can, get out of the lobby with on a positive note. So I'm just looking to do well, have fun, and see where I end up.
Okay, yeah, pretty simple there. Let's see how it works out for you. Good luck in tonight's race. Good luck for next season as well. We'll be back to you throughout the race, maybe in breaks and such. Or feel free to come in at any time if you've got a minute. Let us know some insights from the track.
All right, then. Thank you.
All right, awesome. Well, we have a few more minutes left here in qualifying. I think we are sitting at about 5 minutes to go or so. We've got B-Tom now on provisional pole with a 131.02. Flip-Flop Fish in second with 131.678. And then Cali Rob and Shishi in third and fourth. Very close on the times. B-Tom, though, 6/10, almost 7/10 clear of the next contender for pole position here tonight. So, yeah, I mean, he's had a great season. He is the champion. He's now a two-time champion in the Platinum class. Not in a row. We have Passassin winning Season 12. But Season 11 was B-Tom, or, as he was known at that moment as Tasmania Devil. So we'll see if B-Tom will be back for another season. We'll see if he'll be trying to become a triple champion. As far as I know, the only person to ever do that in this league is Seafreeze. So we'll see if he's looking to match that and maybe even beat it. Stick around. I mean, there's so much coming, so many exciting things in terms of the new game. F1 2022 should be getting released in about 30 or so days. So about a month left. And yeah, it should be exciting. Cross-platform gaming is being promised. So that would be very, very exciting for a league like ourselves where we're only able to race with PlayStation players. But I know a lot of you guys watching might be playing on PC, might be playing on Xbox. I've even seen this game on Stadia and cloud gaming platforms. So we'll see if we can get more players from other platforms. But for now, let's jump on board here with Mebi, who has not had a time set just yet, but he is now starting a hot lap around circuit up the Americas, coming up the hill now into the blind turn one. It's a hard left-hander there, slowing down for that one, and makes a really good entry into turn two now. This is kind of like a Mega-Spec. It's a little bit of a chicane coming up right now with turns 3, 4, 5, 6, and now into 7. Maybe doing pretty good there. Not a purple sector, but he is keeping it clean and keeping the lap valid as he makes his way now through 8 and 9 and 10. And now running down into turn 11. Slamming on the brakes, and you really want a good exit out of here because you've got a big DRS zone coming up right here, and he's got the wing open, and he's now running on his way into turn 12. Here comes Mebi, top speed on that car, on that AlphaTauri. And let's see how he's going to finish up this lap. He's currently sitting down in P17, has not set a lap. We've got the top 10 out on the track, as well as a couple of other drivers. Everybody's getting ready for one last hot lap around COTA. Here comes Mebi through turn 16, 17, and 18. 19, and only one more corner to go. Still in the green, still keeping it valid. Mebi rounding up the last corner, opens up the DRS, and he's up into P2 with a 131.638. Holy, that was a very quick, very clean and smooth lap there by Mebi. Great job from him. Let's jump on board with Flip Flop Fish, who's just started his lap, and he is on his way down into turn 11. This is going to be a tight game for P2 and 3. I'm not so sure about the pole position because B-Tom seems to have that one on lockdown, clear by about 0.6 of a second. Purple Sector 2 from Flip Flop Fish in the Red Bull. Running now into turn 13 and 14. And out of 15 now. Let's see if he can keep this one nice and clean. We have yellow flags there. That's just cars getting out of the way. Flip Flop Fish through turn 19 and only one more corner coming up. Can he go on pole position here? Can he go on P2? Where is he going to end up? This is going to be it for him. And it's P2, 131.298. We've got Cali Rob on the hot lap. Everybody's pretty much on the hot lap right now. B-Tom has invalidated his out lap, but he just crosses the line with a few seconds to go. I don't think he's going to be going for it anymore. I think he's happy with his 131.0. Yeah, he's invalidated both this lap and the next one, so he has nothing. Maybe he's pulling off into the pits. Cali Rob is coming into the third sector, into the triple right-hander. And he's got only one more corner to go. Let's see where Cali Rob is going to end up here today. He invalidates. And he's going to stick in P4 at best. Shishi has invalidated as well. Let's see where our friend Cam is at the moment. He's into the last corner. Opens up the DRS. Comes across the line. Cam is into P6 with a 131.7. Well done, Cam. We'll talk to him there in just a moment after we see some more people crossing the line. Stanley has invalidated. Sequit jumps into P3 with a 131.5. Let's see if there's anyone else with a valid lap still out there. Bats Plus into the last corner. Opens up the DRS, comes across the line, and he's going to go into P4 and make it P5 after McChicken jumps his way into P3 with a 131.389. But it's your champion starting on pole position in the season finale. And as a reminder, if you guys are watching, first of all, thank you guys so much for your support. Thank you for watching and for tuning in to the stream already. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't yet, send in some comments. But big reminder, this is going to be a 100% race here tonight, full feature. We're going to be doing 56 laps around the Circuit of the Americas here in Austin, Texas, USA. 5.5 kilometers, 3.4 miles for a single lap, 20 turns, with a race lap record of 136.169 by Charles Leclerc in 2019, and the TCR lap record here is a 133.233 by iRoll in Season 9 and Round 15 of this very Platinum class. Hey Cam, tell us about qualifying. How did that go?
I wish I was a couple more spots higher, but yeah, it was a good lap. It was a good lap. I just lost a little bit of time in the S's trying to not invalidate, but I think that's the best I could have done.
All right,
also,
and 100%.
That just got five place grid 10 for illegal blocking.
Oh, let's take a look. Yeah, you are correct. He's going to be starting in P10, so that's going to jump you a position up into P9.
That was nice. His AI. That's wholly unfair, but that's code message for you.
There we go. All right, quick rundown there. B-Tom in first, Flip Flop Fish starting second, McChicken third, Sequit fourth, Bats Plus fifth, Mebby sixth, Cali Robin seventh, Shishi in eighth, Seafreeze in ninth, Cam in 10th, but we're going to have a little bit of a switcheroo there with Bats Plus's penalty, and we'll run through the rest of the grid in just a moment. But a quick question to you, Cam. 100% race, strategy-wise, what are you thinking here?
That would be Talon.
Okay, without telling too much, are you thinking, that the tire usage is going to be kind of compounded over the race, or is it still going to be what we're normally used to?
I think there'll be quite a mixture. There could be, the game is automatically recommending a 3-stop, so there's plenty of room for modification in that.
All right, we'll let you get that all set up and figure out your race. Good luck for the race.
All right, thank you.
Alrighty, let's see if we can quickly... Oh no, we don't have a rundown here, but something definitely to mention. The Constructors' Championship is going to be very much up for grabs here tonight, even though BTOM has secured the Drivers' Championship. Ferrari and Williams are in the fight, and a very tight one for that Constructors' title, and it's only a 1-point separation at the moment, with Ferrari leading with 236 and Williams at 235. We also have Alfa Romeo technically still in the fight with 200 points. So if both the Ferraris and both the Williams don't score any points, and Alfa Romeo score the maximum amount around here, or at least 40 points, they'll be able to take the title. But the only way they can score the 40 points that they need is going to be pretty much by winning the race, getting fastest lap, and also getting at least third place. So let's see if Alfa Romeo is going to come out of nowhere to take that one away. Otherwise, I think it's going to be the battle between the Ferraris and the Williams for that Constructors' title. But yeah, we are here and we are getting our warm-up lap ready and started now for the season finale of Season 13 of the Platinum class here of Trinity Competitive Racing, and also of all of Season 13. Yeah, it's going to be the last race of the season here across all 3 classes. I'm sure there's going to be lots of exciting stuff coming in between, and if you guys are looking to race with us in the next season, check out the links in the description to the video. You'll find our website, you'll find all the information on there, and also a form that you can fill out, and then you can join the Discord and join the class. Alright, so we ran through the top 10, but in the bottom 10 we've got Charger starting in 11th, Stanley in 12th, KGP Black Angel in 13th, Dreamzy in 14th, 007 Professional in 15th place. We have Dreamzy in 14th. How did I miss him? I'm not sure. Just Jose in 16th, You Have the Giggle in 17th, and Turkey Whacker starting at the back of the grid in 18th place, jumping into the race at the last moment as a reserve. We'll see if Turkey Whacker can hold on to these guys over 56 laps for, again, a 100% race. It should be pretty exciting. I'll give you guys a couple of moments here to watch the drivers go around the track while I'm getting myself ready for the race. Alright, we are almost ready here for tonight's race. The drivers are coming back to the grid now, and we are going to get ready and going in just a moment. I've got Speedy here has joined me and the Colcom. Speedy, I'll be with you in just a moment as we're just getting ready to start the race here. But welcome to the commentary booth.
Well, hello, Blinn.
Alright, give me one quick moment. as we're getting, the lights are almost on here, but if you guys are watching, let's get ready for the season finale, a 100% race. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights are on now. And we go racing in USA for the season finale of season 14, or 13, sorry, in TCR. It's 3 wide into the turn 1, and B-Tom goes spinning around, and there's a big incident there, lots of contact. B-Tom loses a little bit of front wing there. Our champions got damage. Bats Plus is down to 10th place as well, losing a bunch of positions. Seafreeze is all the way down to 13th, and I think he's got some damage on his car as well. There's carnage into turn 1 in the season finale. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but it looked like B-Tom got tagged going into turn 1, and he had a little bit of a half spin that then caused the secondary incident behind him, and now we've got Shishi attacking on B-Tom, who's got damage on his front wing. Stanley overtaking you having the giggle. Callie Robin maybe battling for P3 there. Holy, there's a lot happening, and remember guys, we still got a full feature race to go. We got a yellow flag.
KGB Black Angel, he's around.
Yeah, and he was facing the wrong way there for a moment. Looks like he collected Bats Plus, and Seafreeze somehow got tangled up in that as well. So he's losing a couple more positions. He's got damage on his front wing, trying to make it back into the pits. Let's jump back to the front here. We've got a battle between Chargers and you having a giggle. There we're almost side by side, going through turn 19 and coming into turn 20 now. And we have people pulling off into the pits. Callie Rob, B-Tom, and Chargers. No, not Chargers. It's McChicken. All pulling off into the pits. So a change of positions there. Just Jose making an overtake on his teammate, you having a giggle, and up into P7. Wow, a hectic first lap there in the season finale here tonight. Speedy, welcome.
Well, thank you for the welcome. The first corner, I saw at least 2 front wings down on the ground, so definitely pretty chaotic.
Yeah, absolutely not what we would expect, considering that they have a full race to run here, 56 laps.
All the way from 12th to 18th, all got damage. And now they are just going to have to try and make it back up to the front of the pack. Especially with the Ferrari drivers.
Yeah, at the front, though, we've got quite an exciting situation here. So Flip-Flop Fish is up into the lead of the race with Sequid in second. Sequid is having a little bit of trouble keeping the car on the track. It really feels a little bit slippery. I didn't really get anything in regards to weather here tonight, so I'm not sure if we're going to get any rain or anything, but it is looking a bit gray on the track. We've got Stanley catching up to Chargers around the triple right-hander in the third sector. DRS is now enabled, and Stanley was almost going for a move there, and the first couple of penalties being issued to drivers. You having a giggle has a 3-second, and Shishi has a 3-second as well, and there comes Stanley on Chargers. He's going to be overtaking, or possibly side-by-side. Yeah, it's going to be a side-by-side into turn 1, but looks like Stanley's going to get that position. Just Jose wants to join the fight as well. Looking on Chargers, looking for an angle, but not finding it just yet. He's going to have to wait until the back straight with the DRS.
And Just Jose's teammate, you having a giggle, has moved up 9 spots, the highest driver to move upwards, as he has made overtakes with the damage, and it is really helping him tonight. Although McLaren only at 60 points, not in the constructors, sadly. But we also have McChicken and Bossum. I probably butchered that.
B-Tom, yeah.
B-Tom, thank you. They fell down 12 positions. McChicken now 13 positions down.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, there's a big story going on here right now, which is, I don't know if you remember me saying as a joke that if neither of the Ferraris or the Williams score points here tonight, Alfa Romeo could possibly take it. Well, right now, there's an interesting situation because neither of the Ferraris are in the points, only one of the Williams are, and neither of the Alfa Romeos are in the points either. So Stanley could possibly win the Constructors' Championship here tonight by pretty much being the only Williams to score points. Even if he finishes where he is right now in 5th place, that will be more than enough. So, wow, what a turn of events right off the bat here in the last race of this season in TCR, in the Platinum class. This is absolutely amazing, and we're now only on lap 4 of 56. The predicted lap strategy, or pit strategy there, was a 3-stopper. I'm not sure if that's what we're going to see from our drivers, but what do you think, Speedy? What kind of strategy would you go for in a 100% race?
Well, here at Coda, tire work can get difficult, especially with soft tires. Now, you want to give soft tires probably about 6-7 laps on a shortened race. But with 100% and these drivers knowing in their minds what strategy they want to have set, except for the ones that have already gotten damage and that have moved down the grid, I think it's going to be a very interesting race, and we could see some unpredictable pit strategies.
Alrighty, yeah, I definitely agree. I can't really tell what kind of strategy would be the best strategy here tonight. I have only raced a couple of 100% races as, you know, I was more of an arcadey situation, definitely not in the league setting, so this could go any way right now, but I'll tell you who's really fast right now, Just Jose, really cranking it up and making up some positions and putting on some pressure on Stanley at the moment, and Turkey Whacker as well. He started right at the back of the grid and he's just made his way up into the points on lap 5. He's up into P10 running on a 4-lap old soft tire, so he's got pretty much the tire he started on, didn't have to make any pit stops, avoided all of the carnage that happened on the first couple of laps. And he's now in a pretty good position. Let's see if he can keep Dreamsy behind him and maybe even start making up some more positions before these guys have to make their pit stops and before he has to make his pit stops. And in the meantime, jumping back to the front here, Just Jose under DRS on the back straight, making his way around Stanley into P5. Very well done from Just Jose. Where did he start in tonight's race? Let's take a look. Oh my goodness, he started P16. And he is up into P5 at the moment. That is an incredible performance from Just Jose. Hopefully he can keep it up and keep it going. But yeah, for now, I think we've kind of settled down a little bit. There's some gaps starting to form between most of the drivers. But at any moment, anything can change. We could have an incident. We could have a safety car. DRS is enabled, so, you know, overtakes could be coming. If you guys are watching, keep your comments coming in as well. Let us know if you have any questions or if you have any comments at all. If you have any predictions for the race, we always like to hear those. And if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out all the links in the description. We've got quite a few of them. We've got a link to our website where you can sign up and race with us. You can find a link there to our affiliate sponsors, Fanatec and Drink Alchemy. You can also use the code TCR on checkout on Drink Alchemy to get 10% off your order of their drink products. And also, check out our merchandise. We have our own TCR merch that's available right now. It's available to be customized as well. There's jerseys, there's hats, there's mugs, there's pants, there's all kinds of stuff that you can find with TCR logos on it, and you can even put your name or gamer tag or your racer number on it if you like. Check them out and you'll be supporting the league in doing so as well. But we officially have only 50 laps to go in tonight's Grand Prix. What do you think about that, Speedy?
It's definitely going to be a hard Grand Prix. to keep focus, but it does look like the weather's starting to clear up now. It doesn't look like there's going to be rain right now, as it's starting to clear up. But there's always a chance for a last-minute weather change, like we saw in the silver lead.
Absolutely, and yeah, I mean, it came very, very late in that race. It came very quickly as well. It got very wet, very quick. Over about a lap, it was pretty much undrivable, but it never got wet enough for the wet tires or the intermediate tires, or even to have DRS shut off. So, yeah, this could be, you know, a very interesting race. We don't very often do 100% races. I think the last one we did was for the All-Star race last season. So, yeah, this could be very interesting. Oh, no, we did one last season in Britain. Yes, we did one as just a regular race. It was 100% around the Silverstone circuit, and it was actually quite a good race around there. It got decided in the last few laps of a major incident, so maybe that will be the case here tonight as well. But I see quite a few people watching us right now on YouTube and on Twitch. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best. It's kind of sad that it's the season finale of the whole season. We've gotten through season 13 very quickly, and I feel like, you know, every single week there was a lot of exciting things happening. So definitely make sure you check out, you know, other races in the season if you missed out on it. Check them all out. We have playlists for every single class, so you can go back as far as you like. We have all of our previous seasons up there as well. Lots of content. I think we're getting close to having 500 videos uploaded on YouTube. Recently, we've been getting a lot more recommendations, and a lot of you have been finding out about us. So, yeah, again, we really appreciate your support. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Appreciate you watching. Keep it coming. We love you guys. And, yeah, it's a 100% race here tonight. We're on lap 8. Speedy, what are your predictions or your impressions so far?
Well, just based on the pace that Just Jose is showing right now, I say he's pretty much solidified that he will get in the top 5 unless something unpredictable happens. And I want to comment on what you were saying about the joke with Alfa Romeo and both drivers getting in. I don't know if this is just me, but I do not see silence.
Yeah, no, he is not here tonight, which puts Alfa Romeo at a little bit of a disadvantage. I definitely agree, but if you look right now, basically it's still the same situation. We've only got Stanley up in the points out of the Williams. B-Tom is down in P12. He's still got a chance to score some points, but 007 Professional and Seafreeze all the way down in P15 and P18. Very unfortunate for them, and not what we're normally used to seeing from them.
And Seafreeze looks like he is struggling slightly. And maybe the incidents on lap 1 really ruined his motivation. And that could cause him to have a lack of confidence and could cause him to be a little slower. But he could also be conserving. You never know what's going on inside the driver's head unless you are actually the driver. Which is why I predict that Seafreeze has a chance to get up into the top 10. But it's likely, but we need to hope for him to not have any more incidents if he wants to accomplish that.
Yeah, definitely, but it's a long way to go. It's a long race. We are only on lap 9. Honestly, anything could still happen. Anything can change. We'll see how it's going. I tell you what, another driver that is doing pretty well right now is Cam. He's up into P5, started down in P10. or P9, but definitely doing good right now. And they are doing a little bit more laps at the moment on those soft tires. So I'm very interested to see what the strategy is going to be like at the end of this race and how it's all going to work out. So far, I mean, other than the start of the race, it's getting to be a pretty quiet race right now. We've got some good battling going on here between Secret and Mebi. And Secret catching up to him through the S's of Sector 1. I used to absolutely hate Sector 1 of Coda, but through the years, I've actually kind of grown to like it more and more, and especially those S's, when you put them together, when you connect them right, they feel great. This track is actually a lot of fun to drive as a driver, but it's not very easy to overtake, other than the DRS on the back straight. So we'll see if we're going to see some more action here. Secret now has that DRS on that back straight. He's using a little bit of his battery as well. Is he going to have enough? No, he's actually laying off of the throttle coming into turn 11. Or 12, sorry. And yeah, so he wants to try and maybe overtake on the start-finish straight. It's a little bit of a shorter straight than we get on the backside of Sector 2. But maybe he thinks that will be the better place. Maybe he's got a little bit more speed through Sector 1, so he'll be able to pull away from Mebi. But this fight has been going on for quite a while, and I think it's still going to hold on here. But in the meantime, a little quick update here. It looks like Turkey Whacker has been overtaken by B-Tom in the Williams. So now we have 2 Williams in the points. B-Tom looking to score 1 point at the moment. With Stanley in 6, he would have 8 points as well, and that will be more than enough for Williams to win the Constructors' Championship on top of the Drivers' Championship that went to B-Tom a couple of rounds ago as well. So, pretty interesting there. Oh, you having a giggle. A big twitch on the exit of the last corner. And that's going to open up the door there for B-Tom. They're going to be side by side into turn 1. B-Tom's going to dive down the inside. You having a giggle going for the switch back there. Not quite making it work at the moment. And you having a giggle also has a penalty to his name as well. So he's going to have to hold on to P10 at the moment. And he just got another 3-second penalty. So I think he's up to 6 now.
Yeah, he would be up to 6, and as well as Turkey Whacker now has a penalty. He has a 3-second penalty, and actually, you having a giggle is up to 9 seconds in penalties, and Shishi is up to 6.
Yeah, so not many drivers with penalties, but the ones that do have them have a couple each, at least. So it's an interesting situation there. Stanley has just, I think, oh no, Stanley is fighting off Cam, who is, or no, he just overtook Cam. Yeah, he just overtook Cam for P5. Cam down to P6, but staying close to Stanley, so I'm sure this battle is gonna keep on going. We will try to hear from Cam later when he's got a moment, because he is in the booth with us tonight, as well as a little bit of a driver insight in the commentary, which is always nice. We've done that a couple of times before in special events like All-Star races and feature races, but we've never had that done in a season finale and 100% race on top of that. So we will tune in with him when he's got a second, but right now he's sticking right up and close and personal to the back wing of Stanley, and actually having a look here through turns 8 and 9, but then laying it off a little bit, and he's gonna probably go at him with the DRS here. Let's stick on board with Cam, and let's watch him make this overtake here. Stanley trying to break the toe.
Cam might try and use some ERS here to push through, but as he did have more than Stanley, but he does not, and he still goes up the inside. It's not complete yet, though. They're still fighting on right into turn 13, now into turn 14, and it's still Stanley ahead.
Yeah, pretty good defensive move there from Stanley with the switchback, making it stick. So Cam is going to have to try again with the DRS, possibly on the start-finish straight. Yeah, it looks like we've got some good battles going on between a few drivers on track, and then some big gaps between others. A couple of drivers that are on the alternate strategy in the top 10, Chargers and KGB Black Angel. They've got a pretty good situation right now. They have started this race on the same tire that they're on right now. They haven't made any stops, but once they do, they will possibly jump those guys on the soft tires, and the soft tires will have to pit much earlier, or they have a little bit of freedom of strategy right now. They can switch over to a different strategy at any point in time if a safety car comes out, or if the rain hits, or if anything else like that happens. We will stick with them, and we will keep an eye on all of that. Let's switch back a little bit. We've got another DRS train happening here of Dreamsy, Turkey Whacker, and You Having a Giggle. So this is the battle for the last point-paying position in tonight's race, which is P10. Looks like Sequence has just overtaken Mebi for P2 as well. So a little bit of a battle going on there, but now coming into the DRS zone here, I want to keep an eye on Turkey Whacker and see if he's going to be close enough to go for a move on You Having a Giggle. Let's jump on board with him now. That doesn't really look like he's going to be close enough, and I don't think he will be.
Dreamsy did catch Turkey Whacker there. He did close the gap a little.
Turkey also having a tiny little lockup and having a moment there, so losing a bit more time. Maybe into the pits. He's the first one out of the front runners on the soft tires to go into the pits.
But I doubt that, well, we all know he won't be the last, but I doubt that the soft tires will last more than till lap 16, lap 17. I have a feeling all drivers that haven't already pitted, that are on the soft, will come in by that time. And Cam K getting a 3-second time penalty showing how strict the track limits are here. And now with his 3-second penalty, it's going to make this a lot more difficult.
Absolutely. Penalties do not help in any shape or form, so that will definitely hurt his race there. We'll keep an eye on all of these drivers with the penalties. Cam, obviously, probably not happy with that one, but he's now up into P5 after Mebi made his pit stop. And interestingly enough, Mebi decided that the best strategy is to go for another set of soft tires. So I think he's committing to, well, 2-3 stop, probably the 3 stop. We will have to wait and see on that one. In the meantime, back to this little bit of a DRS train here. You Having a Giggle, Turkey Whacker, Dreamsy, and now Cali Rob has joined in the other Aston Martin as well. We've got 4 drivers in this battle for P10, and now another pit. It's Flip Flop Fish and Sequid both coming into the pits there, and Flip Flop Fish onto the soft tires, Sequid onto the medium tires, and he's gonna be rejoining back. Let's see, he's gonna lose a couple of positions for sure. Oh, and he's gonna lose more than that because there's a big battle going on here between those guys that we mentioned before. So Sequid is gonna be down in P9, and looks like Flip Flop Fish is very close to his teammate Chargers after he comes out of the pits. They're on different tire strategies here. I think this is probably gonna be a pretty easy move here. Let's see if there's going to be some team orders or if this is going to be full-out racing between the Red Bulls. Chargers moves over and Flip Flop Fish gets through, and I think that's a pretty easy enough overtake there. Sequid gets a 3-second penalty to his name as well. So more of those penalties starting to come to more drivers at the moment.
And with the strategies of, like you said, like with flip-flop fishes, them going onto the soft, they might try and do a 2-stop, soft, then hard. to try and make the most out of it that they can, but they could also go for a 2-stop and try and last the whole way with mediums, or they could try for the aggressive 3-stop.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, strategy is still very much open here at the moment. We'll see how that goes. Let's see here. Mebi catching up now to Chargers. He's got the DRS. He's also got the fastest lap of the race with a 135.9. And he's up into P5 after making his pit stop and recovering those positions. So he is now in a very good position. He's going to have to make probably another couple of stops, but he's got the quick tires on. He's got nobody really around him at the moment after making that overtake. He should be pretty good for now. And now let's jump back over to Cam, who's catching up to Stanley. They're currently sitting in P3 and P2, but they have not made their pit stops and still running on 15-lap-old soft tires. You know, whenever we run the 50% races, the tire usage gets multiplied pretty much double and gets, you know, enhanced to make it more realistic, so to speak. Whereas I think at a 100% race, we now can run these tires for a little bit longer than they could have normally done in a 50%. So, yeah, I think these drivers are trying to stretch them out, and people like Cam and Just Jose, they're still finding a lot of pace on 15-lap-old soft tires, but right behind them, here's Flip Flop Fish on brand new soft tires, catching up to Cam and Stanley, and he does not want to get held up by these guys for too long. He's probably going to want to try and overtake them as soon as he can, or possibly even on this next DRS zone. He's lining himself up for Cam, and there he goes, and that's going to be P3 for Flip Flop Fish already. Maybe getting another fastest lap, one after the other here, very quick succession. So those fresh tires are definitely working.
Yeah, they really are, Glim. And with Mebi getting the fastest lap now, he actually beat out B-Tom's lap of 136.555, which was the fastest lap for the first 15-16 laps. But now with Mebi showing a lot more pace, could this race shift in a different direction and maybe B-Tom not even finish on the podium with the three fast drivers, not fastest, but three fast drivers being ahead of him, being Just Jose, Flip Flop Fish, and Mebi?
Yeah, that could definitely be the case, and there goes Flip Flop Fish into P2 as well, overtaking Stanley now, and Mebi is pushing on Cam. He's trying to find an angle, trying to find a way to overtake, and he's gonna find that angle and that overtake now, and he's up into P4. So Cam, even though he's holding on to good pace on those soft tires, they cannot be compared to fresh soft tires. And
here comes Stanley into the pits.
So Stanley's gonna bite the bullet now after 16 laps. I tell you who's really making good use of old soft tires. It's Just Jose out in the lead of the race, 8.2 seconds ahead. Even after he makes his pit stop, he's still gonna be about 5th or 6th. So he's in a pretty damn good position, and Cam still needs to make a stop, so he's probably gonna come out in about 5th place after he makes his pit stop. So the McLaren of Just Jose doing pretty good at the moment. We'll keep a close eye on him as well. And we are now on lap 18 of 56. So I think, what is that, a quarter of the way through or so?
Probably,
a third of the way, yeah.
Just over a quarter.
And back a little bit further, we've still got this fight going on between Stanley, You Having a Giggle, and Dreamsy and Turkey Whacker. Those four guys locked into a little bit of a DRS train. It looks like Stanley might have a chance at You Having a Giggle at this moment right now in the back straight with the DRS open, going around the left-hand side. That's going to be a noisy overtake there for Stanley, but Cali Rob is, or sorry, no, Dreamsy was having a look there as well, thinking about possibly making it a double overtake on You Having a Giggle, but he's going to have to wait around, and Just Jose is into the pits.
Yeah, Just Jose coming into the pits. I guess the tires are starting to feel some wear for him. But talking about Cali Rob, he was in P13, I'm pretty sure, when we looked at the battle earlier. Now he's up to P9. He's overtaken the entire pack that he was fighting earlier and has moved up to get a 2-point paying position in P9.
Yeah, very well done from Cali Rob, and he's a pretty new driver to the league as well. I think he's only done about 5 or 6 races so far, so doing an incredible job, scoring points. Let's see here, Cali Rob, where is he sitting right now in the point standings? Saw him here somewhere. Can't find him at the moment, but I know he's... Oh, there he is. He's in 22nd place, but he scored 14 points in just a few races, so doing quite well. Let's jump to the front here. Mebby and Flip Flop Fish, they are in a full-out brawl right now for the lead of the race here after 19 laps. We still got quite a few more laps to go, but judging by Just Jose's pit strategy there, he did 18 laps on a soft tire. He's just changed over to a medium. If he can do about 1.5 times the laps that he did on his medium tires, then he can jump on another soft to finish off the race and do an easy 2-stop. So I'm going to be looking for Just Jose to do that. Hopefully he can make that one work. And if he does, I think he's going to be probably on the podium here tonight. That would be my prediction for the race. In the meantime, Mebby's still catching up to Flip Flop Fish, but about a half a second gap between them two. Is not really closing up at the moment, and Just Jose making an overtake on Chargers for P6. Well done. So he's on a pretty good mission here tonight. Doing very well.
Yes, he is. And Mebby with the fastest lap currently. Flip Flop Fish holding off, but here comes Mebby with DRS. Might not be enough though on the straight. He might have to wait till turn 1.
Looks like Sequid is going for a move on Cam for P3. Sequid on a fresher medium tire, only 4 laps old. Cam still going on his softs that he started the race on. That is pretty incredible. He's done 19 laps on those already. He's starting to lose the backhand though. I think he's probably got to start thinking about making a pit stop here very, very shortly. And I'm guessing he will throw on the medium tire and probably go as deep as he can. He's thinking about it now. There he is. He's going into the pits. And let's see what kind of tires he's going to fit. But what an amazing job from Cam. 20 laps completed on a set of soft tires. And very quick laps completed for that matter. Putting on a hard tire there.
Yeah. And B-Tom, he is on 18 laps with his soft tires because he had to come in early because of the first lap collision. Now, I don't think he's going to go longer than Cam did, but I think that he is still going to go about 20 laps on the softs to try his hardest to possibly even try and make it a 1-stop, which could be a little unrealistic, and if he does try that strategy, could lose him the race.
But it could also win him the race, so we'll see if that's going to work out. My biggest worry with the hard tires is really just full-out pace, right? Like, they last for as long as you would like them to last. They can probably do, you know, the majority of this race on that compound, but the pace of the compound is definitely not comparable to the medium and soft tires. However, certain tracks on our calendar have worked out with the hard tire. USA, if I remember correctly, is one of those where you don't lose too much performance on the hard tire if you can make them work, if you can keep them within the right temperatures and not overheat them right off the bat. I think you should be all right. So, yeah, I'm gonna be very interested to see how Cam does on those hard tires and how long he can take them. I'm pretty sure he can probably take them until the end of the race here tonight. Back at the front, Mebby and Flip Flop Fish still within DRS range of each other. Mebby still within about half a second. He got down to about 0.2 of a second on the last straight here with the DRS was enabled, but not catching up enough to make a move. Not really getting too many opportunities to see a mistake from Flip Flop Fish either. He's a very experienced driver. He's had quite a few wins in TCR, and he knows what he's doing. And with the DRS again now, maybe not making it work at the moment. But he could possibly be also playing the waiting game. He might be just saving his battery, saving a little bit of fuel. Just kind of chilling and not really doing too much. I've seen it work out many times before for many drivers in the right setting. We'll see if that's the case here for maybe tonight. Speedy, let's jump over to you. What do you think about this track? Do you like the Circuit of the Americas? Do you like driving around here? And what do you think the keys to success around here are?
See, this track can have its ups and downs. For me, some of the downs are Sector 1. As with strict track limits like we have today, the S section can be very difficult to get right if you don't know what you're quite doing. And it could cost you the race, it could give you penalties. But when we make it over to Sector 2, you've got the end of the S section, a little chicane, and then two straight, a little kink, which is turn 10, another little longer straight, the turn 11 hairpin, and a straightforward DRS zone from turn 11 to turn 12, and then you have another really good overtaking spot in turn 12, which leads you into Sector 3. Now, Sector 3 is complex, but it is not as complex, in my opinion, as Sector 1. As turn 13 is, for some people, some drivers, it's easy to hit, but you always make mistakes, and you never know. Turn 14, kind of the same way. Turn 15, same way. But then you reach the double right-hander, and that is where it definitely takes a little bit of skill to know which line you need for the double right-hander to get the most pace out of the car. And then you come to turn 19, you want to make sure you don't step over the track and over the curb, because that will get you a penalty for exceeding track limits. And then you have turn 20, a slow left-hander, which is the end of Sector 3, but if you're close enough coming out of turn 19, you could also turn that into a great overtaking zone. Now, it also depends what, how skilled you are to depend, how the track feels. Like, some people use assists, it feels okay except for Sector 1. Some people don't use assists, and the hairpins could be hard for them. But in my opinion, I think Coda can be a fun track, but you want to make sure you know what you're doing so you don't make mistakes, and so you don't cost yourself a race. Because if you make a big mistake, the next thing you could be seeing is the wall. And no one wants to see the wall. Because that just means it's the end of your race, pretty much. Unless you get lucky and get no damage. If you get lucky and get no damage, you better be praying to God that night, because he helped you out that.
Yeah, I definitely agree, because this track is tricky. It's got some very technical sectors, very technical corners, not very easy to overtake on, and really it's just about concentration around here. Just got to make it to the end of the race, not get penalties, keep it inside the lines, and it should be alright. But while we were talking there, we did have a change for the lead of the race on lap 23. It was Mebby overtaking Flip Flop Fish for the lead. Just Jose making an overtake on Sequit and B-Tom and making his way up into P3 on his 5-lap-old medium tires. So Just Jose, as a reminder, he stuck it out for about 18 laps on his softs and was in the lead of the race before he went into the pits by about 8 seconds. Came back out in about P9 and already back out into P3 on his medium tires. So yeah, absolutely amazing performance here tonight from Just Jose. I really have my fingers crossed for him that he can end up on the podium here tonight. Possibly, dare I say, maybe even a win. We'll see if that's going to be on the cards for him tonight. Now, in this mid-stage of the race, we've just passed kind of the midpoint there on lap 23. We're now on lap 25 of 56. We're getting a little bit more action now. It looks like a bit of a mix of strategies across the field. People are starting to catch up to each other, getting within the DRS zone. We've got Sequit, Just Jose, B-Tom, they're chasing each other there. Flip Flop and Mebby, they're chasing each other as well up the hill into turn 1 as we speak right now, as we get this really nice view from the front wing of Flip Flop Fish. You can see how really close they were together there. Absolutely incredible shots. And yeah, I can't wait until the new game that is about to come out as well. Apparently, there are cinematic shots for the spectator mode. Finally, Codemasters and EA Sports now have listened to us and have brought us some things that hopefully will be more helpful to us, the commentators in the booth. But for now, I'll tell you what's really helpful to us here. Keep those comments coming in the live chat, guys. Let us know what you're thinking of the race so far. Let us know what's keeping you, going through a 100% race, because that's not what we're normally used to here. And I'm sure you guys are also trying to figure out, what stage are we in? What's going to happen here? When is stuff gonna start kicking out? Well, I'll tell you what, it could be at any moment, as we just had another change of lead here. Flip Flop Fish re-overtaking Mebby, and he's back in the lead of tonight's race of the season finale of Season 13, and here in the Platinum class. Yeah, there's still a championship to be decided, the Constructors' Championship. At the moment, looks like B-Tom and Stanley in the Williams are good enough to take that. They're in P5 and 6. But again, anything could still happen. We've still got over 20 laps to go, or 30 laps to go exactly from this point.
And Blinn, if you look just behind Mebby, Just Jose is not quite getting away from Sequit as you would wish, and now B-Tom is catching them, but hasn't fully catched them yet at 1.5 seconds. But the gap has been closing for quite some time now. But Just Jose also trying to close his gap on Mebby, as KGB Black Angel sets the fastest lap at a 1:35. Let's check here. 1:35.806. He's in 9th, and he actually spun at the beginning of the race, coming out of turn 12. And to be surprised, I'm surprised that he had his tires run for so long, because he's on 2-lap-old softs right now, which means he must have come into the pit recently, where we missed a pit stop. But him and Charger are on really fresh tires right now, on 2-and-1 laps, and their lap times are really close at a 1:35.806 and a 1:35.822.
Yeah, a lot still to fight for here tonight, and we could still have some really exciting situations coming up, so stick with us. And I was wrong about the midpoint. I don't know why I calculated that lap 23 was the midpoint, because we're now at the midpoint of the race on lap 28. And my math skills obviously are absolutely horrible, so yeah, don't listen to me when it comes to math. B-Tom makes his pit stop out of P5, pitting after 25 laps, I think, that he did on his soft tires and putting on some mediums. Yeah, go ahead.
And Charger now is beating KGB Black Angel with a 135.630. Now he's going 2 tenths faster than KGB Black Angel, and he's only on about a lap fresher tires. That really shows you the pace of the Red Bull today. And Bata Plus, 1 lap old soft tires, a 134.889, which is a complete spuff from the time of Charger, and you getting a giggle, getting another penalty. He is now at, let's see here, he's now at 12 seconds of penalties. McChicken at 3 seconds, Turkey Whacker at 3 seconds, Shishi at 6 seconds, Dreamzy at 3, Camp K at 3, and C-Swit, or C at 3. I know I butcher names a lot. I am sorry.
That's alright. This is your first commentary here tonight, so absolutely fine. We didn't really have much time to get prepared or get anything done, but I appreciate you jumping in here and helping me out tonight. Otherwise, I would have had to do all 56 laps by myself. Some of the funny commentary comments that was coming in the chat. Jose Julio saying that we should have all platinum races being 100%. I don't think if I could handle that. I don't think I could do 100% races in the booth every single week. Maybe we can do that with a whole second shift of commentary, so I can kind of, quit at halfway, and somebody else can come in and do the rest of it from there. We'll see.
And you having a giggle out of the race.
Yeah, I think you having a giggle, retiring in the pits, deciding that he's had enough here tonight, completing the 50% and making it an end there, making it a day, as Ricardo would say. It's now officially a day.
It sucks for McLaren, as if you having a giggle could get up into the points, they could pass LP in points and secure 6th place in the Constructors' Championship, and he could have secured, let's find him here in the list, he would have secured probably about 24th, 23rd even, as
Oh, there's an overtake there from B-Tom on Cali Rob. And B-Tom up into P7 on his brand new set of medium tires. I'm expecting that he will try to carry those as far as possible. Chargers another 3-second penalty. That is unfortunate there. And now we've got quite a few drivers with penalties. About half the grid that are racing are now with penalties to their name, so we'll see if that's gonna affect anything towards the end of the race. It could possibly do. Just Jose still not breaking away from Sequit, and about 11.5 seconds behind Mebi. Mebi is about half a second behind Flip Flop Fish, and they've been trading positions here every few laps between first and second, between the two of them. Obviously, with the DRS being available, that is definitely the case in a lot of races, but we'll see if they'll keep on sticking together like this. Lap 31, still 25 laps to go.
with Bats Plus, if he wanted to get the lead here, he'd have to make up 1 minute and 7 seconds on Flip Flop Fish just to get into the lead, as he is currently 11 points, or 11 and 7 seconds behind. Which kind of puts Alfa Romeo out, to be honest, without Silent, they were already out of chance to get up into second or even first. But
yeah, absolutely.
now this honestly puts the nail in the coffin for Alfa Romeo.
And another change of lead once again. Maybe slots in front of Flip Flop Fish on the back straight with DRS on lap 31. We will see. We'll see how this one goes. I mean, these two have just been swapping back and forth. Looking at just Jose, he's caught up by about a second or so in the last lap to Flip Flop Fish. So this battling could actually possibly hurt these two guys, Flip Flop Fish and Maybe, even though they're not really impeding each other as they're overtaking each other. But just somehow it might just be just Jose's pace altogether. He's been quick all day today. He's been very fast. He's been making all the right moves, putting on the right tires and things like that. So yeah, I'm very excited to see how much more time he can close up on the leaders. Sequit still keeping track of just Jose as well.
Yeah, and what we didn't mention while we were talking about the battle for the lead between Mebby and Flip Flop Fish is Camke has made an overtake on Cali Rob for 8th, and there goes Charger on Cali Rob. But Cali Rob isn't done yet, as they are still battling for position, and KGB Black Angel with a 3-second time penalty added to his name. That now puts both Mercedes with a 3-second time penalty, which honestly could impact Mercedes. Well, it will, of course, but if we look at the constructors, AlphaTauri isn't too far off from Mercedes, and if they can get Turkey Whacker to finish inside the top 10 and maybe to win, and Mercedes get no points, that will most likely give AlphaTauri 4th in the constructors, if they can also get their fastest lap back. But right now that's controlled by Bats Plus, which is a very quick lap at a 1:34. Now it's going to be tough to beat, but with just Jose, Flip Flop Fish, and Mebby's pace this race, those three drivers, they all still have a chance to get contention for that fastest lap if they get on new tires. And with laps 33 of 56, there's still time for so many things to change.
Absolutely, yeah, we've still got almost or over 20 laps to go here tonight with a special feature 100% race, not what we're normally doing. We would normally be doing a 50%, but for the season finale of season 13, we're going to be doing this 100% race. And now I'm switching over here to B-Tom, who's starting to catch up to Stanley, and he's going to have the DRS here in just a moment. The two Williams teammates, are they going to be swapping position here? I think they will be. And it's going to be B-Tom, who's the champion of Season 13 in the Platinum class, jumping into P5 after starting in the pole position and getting spun out into Turn 1, dropping almost all the way back to the back of the grid. He's now made his way up into P5. He's on a pretty fresh medium tire as well. So he is in a pretty good position here tonight. We'll see how far forward he can make it before the end of the race. I see a lot of people watching right now on YouTube and Twitch. Again, massive thank you guys to all of you who are watching on both platforms. Thank you guys so much. Do us a massive favor. Make sure you smash that like button and also comment on the video and share it out and subscribe to the video if you haven't yet. Just, you know, it's not much for you guys. It's a click of a button, but it really helps us out in activating all the different algorithms on YouTube and Twitch and everywhere else, and making sure that a lot more people get to watch our videos and people get to race in our league and get to find out about Trinity Competitive Racing. It's been an amazing season this year from you guys with all of your support. We've gained a lot more subscribers. We've gained a lot more fans of the league, a lot of new drivers, including Speedy, who's in the booth with me here tonight as well, joining us just pretty much a few days ago, and you know, already offering a helping hand, jumping into the booth. I really appreciate that. If there's anyone out there that wants to find out any information about us and wants to join the league, wants to join the Discord, check out the link in the description of the video to our website, and you can find out all the information there. While you're there, also check out the link to our merch. We've got some of our own TCR merch that we're offering up with customizable options, with lots of different options for colors and things like that as well. You have hats, you have jerseys available, there's, you know, gym pants and mugs and all kinds of fun stuff, and every purchase is a massive help to the league. You guys are helping us grow and possibly, you know, develop new tiers and new special events, and you know, do everything we can to improve the streams, to improve the racing, to improve the action on track for you guys to watch. So definitely massive thank you again, and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, leave some more comments, send in some more messages in the chat. And now we've had a couple more pit stops here from Flip Flop Fish and also from who was it? Mebby. Yep, and both of them. And Calirob. There we go.
Mebby and Calirob both picking up penalties on the pit entry. Both picking up a 3-second time penalty entering the pits, as they did cut the corner.
Wow, so that is not going to help out their race whatsoever. But while those drivers at the front pitted, this means now that Just Jose and Sequit have inherited the lead positions of the race at the moment. Sequit is not giving up. He is holding on to Just Jose very closely, but he does have a 6-second penalty to his name. Good time to look at the penalties here. Mebby with 3 seconds, KGB Black Angel, Chargers and Cam with 3 seconds, Shishi with 9 seconds, Dreamsy with 3, McChicken with 3, Cali Rob with 3 seconds, and Turkey Whacker with 6 seconds on the board. At the moment, we're on lap 36 of 56. We've got 20 more laps to go, and it looks like Flip Flop Fish has overtaken Mebby at the moment for what I think is currently the net lead of the race, but it's kind of hard to tell with all of the different strategies that are going on here. Everyone is running their own strategy here tonight, and yeah, anything could still happen with 20 more laps to go. That is about 3/4 of a normal 50% race that we would normally be running.
Yeah, and back to what I was saying about the points that AlphaTauri are going to need to beat Mercedes and have both Mercedes drivers not scoring any points. They are going to need Mebby to have the lead, Mebby win the race, get fastest lap, and for Turkey Whacker to finish P7 or higher. If they want to at least tie, they need P7. If they want to get higher, they need P6 or higher. But I was also watching the back of the pack, and TCR Seafreeze falling back as Turkey Whacker is now up to 9 seconds in penalties. So it looks like to me that the wanted 4th place in the constructors for AlphaTauri is out of the picture. And with only one Alpine driver, that being Cam, they're going to have to do work to keep a driver like just Jose behind. McChicken picking up 3-second time penalty, and I'm pretty sure Just Jose has come into the pits, yes, for new soft tires, as Sequit has taken over the lead. But if he wants to win, he needs second place to be 6 seconds behind, or 3 seconds behind with a 3-second time penalty, as that is the only way he's going to be able to get the finish that he wants for first. But Stanley getting another penalty, and that's just adding to the list of drivers that already have a penalty today.
And there goes Just Jose overtaking Stanley with the DRS on a very, very fresh set of the soft tires, and he's up into P6, and now he has a couple more drivers he would like to overtake before he can probably get back to those podium positions. So let's actually talk about strategy here right now. Sequit is into the pits as we speak. He is done 22 laps on a medium tire. We have seen drivers here tonight doing more than that on a soft compound of tires. So if Just Jose can keep his tires alive, he could possibly bring those tires all the way to the end of the race. Mebby and Flip Flop Fish on medium tires definitely can make it until the end of the race. They've only got to do 18 laps on those tires. I think that's not going to be too much to ask. Other than them right now, though, we've got KGB Black Angel. He's on an older set of mediums, or soft, sorry. He's going to need another set before everything is said and done here tonight. So a big mix of strategies all over the place. And here's a big question. What if a safety car comes out right now, Speedy? What would you do?
That's going to change everyone's strategy. Now, let's say it comes out like this lap or next lap. Some of the drivers that are currently running hards will go down to mediums. And drivers that are on mediums, that have been on mediums for a long time, like Professional and TC Freeze, Dreamsy, they're going to come in and pit for new mediums. But let's say it comes out 10 laps later. Every driver is probably going to come in for soft tires. And even if it comes out now, some drivers that were able to make it last, like let's say Just Jose, he might come in for a new set of soft tires. Even though it's not quite time, he's going to be able to take care of those tires under the safety car, and people that underfueled to try and get pace off the start, they're going to put on lean mode to try and get back up onto that fuel. Now, people like Cam K, 10 laps from now, yeah, he'll put on softs if the safety car comes out. Right now, we're unsure. He could put on softs, he could put on mediums. It's a gamble whether you want to take the softs or go with the safe option of the mediums. That is what every driver has to make. A gamble. A gamble to prove that you are the correct driver for this league. And that is how you show pace. If you use your brain, you can show that you are the correct driver, as Flip Flop Fish overtakes Mebby again in the DRS zone in Sector 2. But Just Jose is not too far behind B-Tom, and B-Tom's on mediums, 10-lap-old mediums, which he might have to come in again unless he can make those mediums last. But Just Jose, he might not push right now. He might conserve his tires so he can push in the future and go after third place. Because, like I predicted earlier in the race, I think it's going to be Flip Flop Fish, Mebby, and then Just Jose. That's going to be your podium. That's my prediction. That's my opinion. And that's what I think is going to happen as Sequit sets a 1:34. Let's check here.
0:09.
Yeah, that is actually pretty quick. And that's going to be hard for the other drivers to beat. But you never know what can happen in the next coming laps.
Yeah, we've still got 16 laps to go as Just Jose there makes his way back into the podium positions. And he is now 10 or so seconds away from Mebby and Flip Flop Fish, who are fighting it out for the lead of this race. He's on a soft tire compared to the mediums pretty much all around him. So this could be still a very good race for Just Jose. It's a P3 at worst. If he manages to catch up to the guys in front, though, he could possibly go for P2 or P1. Could definitely still be the case. But so far, very exciting race. Very interesting one as well. I think the key to tonight's excitement here has been strategy situations and strategy decisions. We did have a major incident right at the start of the race. If you guys missed out on that, you can rewind and rewatch it and come back to us on the live, or you can wait until the race is over and rewatch it again if you like as well. We definitely appreciate everybody who's watching right now. We're getting quite a few viewers right now, both on YouTube and on Twitch. Thank you guys once again. But I think now we're coming into the really exciting part of the race. It's the last 15 laps. It's going to be pretty much, full throttle all the way to the end. Most of the drivers have either made their last pit stops or they're making them right now. Like Stanley is coming into the pits, putting on some soft tires after doing 22 laps on the mediums. We have Cam still sticking it out there on those hard tires. He's currently holding on to P6. Sequit gets a 3-second penalty for multiple warnings. I think that might be his second one now, so that is definitely not going to help him out either. At the front, Flip Flop Fish is currently leading, but they keep on switching positions for that lead between himself and Mebby as they keep on switching whoever has a DRS as well. So until this one is over, it's really not going to be decided between these two drivers, and Just Jose behind them is now 9.6 seconds behind, so he's caught up by about a second in a matter of a couple of laps. Let's see how much more he can catch up to that lead pack. But look at Sequit now, right on the back end of Just Jose. Sequit, I think, has 9 seconds of penalty, so not even 6. He's got 9 of them. So he's pretty much just fighting for the position right now, just for flat-out racing position. He knows he's most likely not going to be able to keep it at the end of the race unless something major happens here tonight, or Just Jose decides to cut every corner between now and the end of the race and gets himself 9 seconds. We'll see if that's going to be the case. But for now, we get to watch a good battle and a good tussle here between Sequit and Just Jose. We'll keep a close eye on them. Other than that, right now, it's B-Tom in 5th, Cam in 6th, KGB in 7th, Cali Rob holding on to 8th, Stanley in 9th, and Chargers in 10th. And then we have Shishi, 007, McChicken, Bats Plus, Dreamzy in 15th, Seafreeze down in 16th place, and Turkey Whacker in 17th and last at the moment as a reserve driver here tonight. So, yeah, this is the some of the closer to the closing stages, I guess, we're getting into now. And let's see what kind of action we're going to see.
Yeah, and TCR Seafreeze, he has had an absolute horrible night tonight. He started off in about, let's check here, he started off 8 positions ahead of where he is now in 16th. He has fallen back so far from 8th. He started in 8th. He fell back because of that early incident in turn 1, lap 1. It screwed over so many people. McChicken, it screwed over people like Shishi. It has been almost a like, to be honest, I'm surprised we didn't lose drivers in that accident. We didn't have tires come off in that accident, because there was heavy contact. But with Sequit's night, this has been an absolute banger of a race for him. Even though he started in 4th, he's still been able to hold on. And that is just great for him. And this is really going to help Haas out. They won't beat Aston Martin, I don't think, as VAT Plus sets another fastest lap. He has now set a 1:33.920, but currently Haas is at 29 points, but with the points that C-Swit could get today, they will most likely go up to, sorry, my math is bad, so I'm using a calculator. They will most likely go up to 41 points. Now, with Aston Martin having a driver inside the top 10, I doubt that they will beat them, as it will probably be a 1-point difference based on where, or it might even be more.
Yeah, I mean, Sequit just got himself another 3-second penalty, so I don't think he's going to be holding on to P4 or even P5 or even P6. I think he might drop down by a couple of positions at the end of the race. So I think Haas, unfortunately, are going to remain in P10 and finish last in the Constructors' Championship in Season 13. But at the moment here for the Constructors' Championship, it's going to be Williams with the win of that title, because both B-Tom and Stanley are still in the points here right now. B-Tom in 5th, Stanley down in 9th, but that is going to be enough for them to win that championship as it stands right now. We still got 12 laps to go, and yeah, you never know what could still happen. We were not expecting that big incident on lap 1. We were not expecting to see Seafreeze and 007 Professional all the way down the grid like they are at the moment as well. So, as I said many times here tonight, anything could still happen. We could still have a big incident, could have a safety car, it could change everything around. We could have, you know, the leaders coming together or something like that, although at the moment Flip Flop Fish has pulled out more than a second on Mebby, and he's about 1.6 seconds clear. So now it's more down to just Jose to hold off Sequit and keep on closing up that time to Mebby, because he's down to 7.5 seconds. Maybe he might be able to get P2 here tonight, and maybe does have a penalty as well, does he not? Let's take a look. He's got, yeah, 3 seconds.
Have a 3-second penalty.
So Just Jose really just needs to close it up to 4 seconds, or another 4 seconds.
And yeah, he really just needs to get 4 seconds off, and 4 seconds and probably 5/10, and he'll be within closing range to get up into second place, which could be really good for McLaren, as they could have a chance to move up past Alpine here, as Cam K, the only driver on Alpine that's still in the points, if he stays where he is now, as we do have a caution in Sector 1 and Sector 2, it is a Williams off. It's
actually a Haas. Yeah, it's Haas. It's a Shishi.
Yeah,
Shishi was off there, had a little bit of a spin, it looks like, at the entry into Sector 2, but he's back out on track, so no safety cars just yet.
Yeah, sorry for messing up the names. As you said, it is my first time doing the commentary, and I am new to this, so I am trying my hardest. But if we focus on Alpine and Cam K, they are currently at 71 points, if I am correct. Yes, they are. And if you take the point system that's currently being used, P6 gets 8 points. So that's 79 points. But if just Jose gets second and gets the 18 points that he needs, that could possibly be enough. But he'd also have to get fastest lap to tie, or Cam K would have to fall down farther for him to tie. As right now, just Jose, as Shishi comes into the pits, just Jose will get 15 points in P3. If he can close the gap and get P2, he'll get 18, but that will only put him at 78 points, as McLaren is currently at 60 points, and Shishi held up in the pits there for a minute, and he's DNF'd, he's retired. Shishi has retired from the race. I think he's just had enough, just like you having a giggle. I think it's just been enough for the Haas driver today.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. Second retirement of the race here. We've lost You Having a Giggle and Shishi, but we still have 16 drivers on the track with 9 laps to go in tonight's season finale of Season 13. Sequit is still trying to keep pace with Just Jose, but he's got 12 seconds of penalties to his name, so that is not gonna really help him keep to that position. He's got Beaton behind him with no penalties, 5.5 seconds behind, and then Cam is down a little bit. He's about 16 seconds behind Beaton, so Secret will probably drop down to P5 at the end of this race with his penalties. Not a bad finish overall, but I don't think he will be happy with that. Just Jose trying to break the toe as much as he can on the back straight here. Here comes Sequit down the inside, and that's an overtake from Sequit on Just Jose, and he's up into P3, but again, not going to be able to hold on to that with the penalties he's got to his name. Let's see if there's any other battles going on here right now. Further a little bit back, battle for P11 here between 007 Professional, Bats Plus, and McChicken. They're all within DRS zone, and they are about to come into the back straight. There might be some moves happening here. Other than that, we have KGB Black Angel catching up to Cali Rob, and Cali Rob also catching up to Cam. So a lot of action still possibly coming here tonight with a few more laps to go. It's been a long Grand Prix. I'm definitely not used to these 100% races, but we got to see quite a bit of overtaking, a lot of strategy games going on here tonight as well. And yeah, pretty much all exciting racing all throughout.
Yes, it definitely has been a very exciting race. And while we're talking about an exciting race, why don't we mention the drivers that have retired or failed to show up here today? As we've had silence for Alfa Romeo failing to show up. We have had, as well as we had Las Latupe also not showing up for Alpine. And You Having a Giggle and Shishi are also retired out of the race. Now, that brings us down to a 16 drivers left, but Turkey Whacker at this point out of the race. 12 seconds of penalties and 4.9 seconds, now 5 seconds back. But Flip Flop Fish looks like he has this, as he's making a gap to Mebi. And C-Swit with 12 seconds of penalties, and just Jose right behind him here. I don't think that this is going to change the order, but with Mebi having 3 seconds of penalties, if Mebi makes a mistake and loses 4 seconds, that's third for him. C-Swit, no chance to really get a good position here. He'll drop back to 5th, as no one... he'll drop back to, yeah, about 5th, as he has no one else to really lose positions to. B-Tom will most likely jump up to 4th, just Jose up to 3rd. But as I predicted earlier in the race, Blinn, B-Tom will not get a podium unless something happens in these last laps here.
Yep, let's see what is going to happen here in the last few laps. Let's switch over to another battle that's going on here. That's Cam, Cali, Rob, and KGB Black Angel. Cam has the DRS on Cali Rob as they go into turn 12. He's going to go down the inside around the left-hand side. Oh, a little bit of contact there between Cali Rob and Cam. Cali Rob gets a 3-second penalty as he had to go off track there a little bit to try and fight back with Cam. They're still going to be side-by-side into turn 15. Cali Rob makes more contact now with Cam, pushes him off track a little bit. A little bit of back and forth there between those two drivers. And Cali Rob is going to jump back into P6, but did earn himself an extra 3-second penalty. As we mentioned, Stanley also earning himself another 3-second penalty. And now KGB Black Angel has a pretty good view off Cam. Is he going to be trying to go for a move here? It's soft tires versus hard tires. 10 laps old versus 28 laps old. And that is not going to help out Cam. And that is P7 for KGB Black Angel. And yeah, that was a pretty good overtake there. A couple of overtakes between a few drivers. So yeah, this is still not done. 6 more laps to go in tonight's season finale of Season 13. It's been a very exciting season. Again, though, I'm kind of sad that it's over. I really wish we had some more races to come, but we will have some things coming your way in the off-season. I'm not really going to give out too much information right now, but I'm sure you guys, as you know, we do some highlight videos. We sometimes do some preseason races that we might stream. We might do a special event in between, some sort of a special race, as KGB Black Angel now goes for an overtake on Cali Rob. They make a bit of contact, a little bit of wheel banging, and looks like Cali Rob is going to keep P6. KGB Black Angel looking for a move, trying to make it into the next sequence of corners, not really making that one work for now.
And Blinn, now, Cali Rob's getting a bit aggressive after Cam accidentally pushed him off the track. Cali Rob then pushing Cam off track. I'm not sure if that was intentional. It probably wasn't. But as long as Cam can stay within 3 seconds of both KGB Black Angel and Cali Rob, he will get those positions. And that will definitely help LP now.
Let's take a quick look here at the penalty situation as Dreamsy gets a 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. So we have Mebi with a 3-second, Sequid with 12, Cali Rob, Black Angel, Stanley and Chargers and McChicken each have 6 seconds. Cam has a 3-second penalty. Turkey and Dreamsy have 12 and 11 seconds each. So that is quite a bit of penalties. We have a yellow flag in Sector 3. Not sure what happened there. It was a very brief one. I don't see anybody off track or any major incidents, as now Cam is looking for a way to overtake on KGB Black Angel, but not quite close enough, even with the DRS enabled. On the back straight, Dreamsy gets another 5-second penalty, again for ignoring the blue flags. And he has now 16 seconds of penalties in tonight's race. Not helping himself out at all, but he is down in 15th. He's not going to be scoring points. And yeah, I guess he's just trying to make it to the end of the race. It is a 100% race, so keeping your concentration for 56 laps is absolutely incredible. I don't normally do that, so hands down to these guys. You know, all the credit to them for even surviving it this long.
But this is why we put the best of the best in Platinum. These guys have the greatest focus in this league, and that's why they're in Platinum. Now, Turkey Whacker, if he or not Turkey Whacker, sorry, Dreamsy, if he does not oblige by the rules, he might get disqualified here soon, as he has picked up multiple penalties today, and that is probably going to affect him, as Flip Flop Fish, I'm pretty sure, has caught them now. Yes, that is Flip Flop Fish right behind them here. And maybe another 3-second time penalty. This now opens up the spot for just Jose, as he just needs to grab a couple of tenths here, and he'll be within range of second place. As now Mebby has 6 seconds of time penalties, as well as we have. So we've only got a handful of drivers without penalties. We've got Flip Flop Fish, we've got Just Jose, we've got P-Tom, we've got Professional, we've got Bats Plus, we've got TCR Freeze. It's been a chaotic race, I'll say that. And with only about
3 laps to go.
Remaining. Yeah, about 3 laps to go. We can't have a safety car, but still, things could change. We could get disqualifications. We could get late race pushing DNFs. We could get so many things go wrong for these drivers. And that's why, in the top of the top, when you're doing 100%, you need to keep focused. You cannot have any distractions around you, because that prohibits yourself. That prohibits you. That doesn't prohibit or it will affect others' races, but it doesn't affect those as much as it affects yours. As now, right in front of Flip Flop, it is Dreamsy and Seafreeze battling. Now, Turkey Whacker gave the position to Flip Flop, but yeah, we have a battle going on for 14th. And what were you going to say, Glenn?
Yeah, we've got another battle kind of queuing up here right now, which is Stanley and Cam. Let's see, both of them have DRS. Cam has a DRS on KGB Black Angel. Yeah, we have somebody off. I think it's McChicken. McChicken, yeah, I went off onto the grass a little bit there in turn 13, it looks like. He's down in P13, and he's not really fighting with anyone right now, so he should be okay. Seafreeze just overtook Dreamsy for P14, and 007 holding off Bats Plus for P11. Those are the closest battles on track right now. A yellow flag in Sector 2.
Yeah, it's McChicken off the track again in Sector 3 as well. And he is struggling with his car right now. He's trying to conserve fuel, but his car is just struggling. He might have really worn tires here, as he has been going on these for 12 laps. But that might be too much for him this late in the race. He might be trying to push himself too hard for a position that he really won't even get.
An overtake there from KGB Black Angel on Cam to move himself up into P7. Dreamsy getting another 5-second penalty for ignoring blue flags. I think he might be getting close. Oh, and then a 3-second for multiple warnings on top of that as well for Dreamsy. I think he might not finish this race if he keeps on going like that. We've only got a couple of laps to go here. Needs to bring it back to the line.
One or two.
All right, and then also Stanley, Cam, and KGB. This is still a battle that's going on here with the last couple of laps in the season finale. It's been a great race so far. If you guys have been watching, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for sticking it out with us and for all of your support. Keep those comments coming. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet as well. But we are down to the closing couple of laps here of tonight's 100% Grand Prix around the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, Texas, USA. It's been very exciting, but it's not over just yet. These positions could still be decided by penalties and things like that. Looking at the penalty situation, Mebby has 6 seconds, so at the moment, Just Jose would be finishing in second place. Secret has 15 seconds, so he'll hold on to P5. Vitom will be promoted to P4, and that will be more than enough for Williams to win the Constructors' Championship as well. And then we've got Cali, Rob, KGB Black Angel, both of them with 6-second penalties. Cam with a 3-second penalty, and Stanley and Chargers with 6 seconds as well. And we're watching as Stanley is very close to Cam. Cam is very close to KGB Black Angel as well. We are now on the last lap of the race, or at least the leaders are. So, yeah, I mean, I can't believe that it's already been the whole race here.
Yeah, and what you were saying about with Williams winning the Constructors, at this point, with where Ferrari is, just where Stanley is right now, that would have been enough to win. But now, with Cam not being in range, to get that position back on Cali, that's going to put McLaren within range of getting 6th, because that's going to give Just Jose 18 points, and then Cam is only going to get 4, and that's going to put Cam up to 75, or Alpine up to 75, and McLaren up to 78.
And here comes Flip-Flop Fish at the last corner now, and he rounds it up, and he is going to win the 100% race here tonight for the season finale of Season 13 in the Platinum class. Congratulations to Flip-Flop Fish. Mebby crosses the line now, but with his penalties, he's going to drop down to P3, and Just Jose, after an incredible drive here tonight, from P16 to P2 to the podium. Absolutely incredible. Congratulations to Just Jose. Mebby in third, B-Tom in fourth. Secret is going to hold on to P5. And then we got Cali Rub rounding up the last corner right now to get P6. KGB Black Angel, is he going to be able to hold on to P7? Looks like it. He'll get P7. Cam will be promoted to P7 with less penalties. And then KGB Black Angel in 8th, Stanley in 9th. And it looks like Bats Plus is going to get the last point here tonight for 10th place in his Alfa Romeo. What a race this was, and more importantly, B-Tom and Stanley in 4th and 9th. That's going to be enough points for Williams to win the Constructors' Championship.
Ferrari getting the last point, actually, because Bats had a penalty. Even though this isn't going to change the Constructors, Ferrari's still going to get the point through professional.
Congratulations to Williams on the Constructors' Championship. Congratulations once again to B-Tom for the Drivers' Championship that he secured a couple of rounds ago. An incredible season from all of the Platinum class drivers here tonight as well. And yeah, at the end of it, you know, we didn't get to see that very tight battle, unfortunately, between Ferrari and Williams, as Ferrari ended up right at the back of the grid very early in the race.
Dreamsy's just doing donuts at this point. He's just giving up. He's just doing donuts, having the time of his life. But McChicken up to 13th place, and we have McLaren taking 6th from Alpine in the Constructors, and Mebby still just holding out for 6th in the Drivers, as Jose now will be 1 point behind.
Wow, what a race this was. Definitely very exciting. Lots of things to talk about. And yeah, the season is now done. It's quite incredible to think that we, you know, started the season just a little bit ago. We had a really exciting schedule of races to go through, and it's all been said and done here tonight. So congratulations to Flip Flop Fish for the win here tonight. Just Jose getting P2, Mebby getting P3, and then we have B-Tom in P4, the champion of the season there. Sequid in 5th, Callie Robbins 6th, Cam in 7th, KGB Black Angel in 8th, Stanley in 9th. The last point of the race went to Professional in the Ferrari, but unfortunately wasn't enough for them to hold on to their lead of the championship in the Constructors. Bats Plus in 11th, Chargers in 12th, McChicken in 13th, Dreamsy was 14th, Seafreeze was 15th, and Turkey was the last finisher of our race here tonight. Shishi and You Having a Giggle not making it to the end of the race. Wow, I mean, after all of that, that was a lot of excitement. I'm going to invite our finishing, or the podium finishing drivers into our commentary booth here in a moment to talk to them and cover a few things. But in the meantime, Speedy, can you let us know, your impressions of the race and a summary?
Well, definitely was interesting. Now that I'm looking at the incidents list, TCR Seafreeze had a chance to get a good finish, but Bats threw him right out of it, and that is what put him down the order. Now, with McLaren taking 6th, that was a great drive by Jose. That was just amazing. He put so much pace into the car. He was on fire. He had nothing in the way to stop him today. And it's sad to see Alpine drop down to P7 in the Constructors. And Cam K is here with us. So is Mebby.
Yeah.
And, Cam, why don't you tell us about your race before we get to Mebby?
The most amount of work I put in to gain 2 positions.
Well, I mean, I think you did pretty good overall. And tell us about your hard tires. That was an interesting strategy call.
Yeah, that was all based on the game saying the 3-stop was faster, and I was like, I don't think so, but maybe it was. I saw everyone coming back up on softs, and I was like, maybe I shouldn't have used the hards, but the hards felt good. The hards felt good at the start of that stint.
Yeah.
But once everyone started pitting onto the softs, I kind of started realizing my mistake and just kind of had to do damage control.
And before we continue, before we continue the interviews, just want to say again a huge thank you to everyone who watched the race here tonight. A longer race than normal, but it is our season finale of season 13. It was a 100% race, so again, huge thank you to everyone. And before everyone starts leaving the stream, make sure you check out the links in the description to our website. Sign up for the next season of TCR, season 14, which could possibly be a cross-platform season, or we might have a later tier that we open up for cross-platform, or we might just open up the whole league to it as well. So make sure you guys sign up and check that out, and also check out the links to our affiliate sponsors and also to our own merchandise shop. Just wanted to slide that in there before everyone starts leaving. I know not a lot of you stick around for the post-race interviews, but also make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and send in some more live chat comments. Help us out in activating the YouTube algorithms and making sure that this video gets out to as many people as possible. We really appreciate your support with all of that. And now, let's see here. I think we've got most of the drivers into
we have all
booth.
3 podium drivers. Yes, we do. We have got Just Jose. We've got Flip Flop Fish, which I butchered your name a couple times. Sorry about that. And we've got Mebby.
Awesome. Well, let's start off then with Mebby. Mebby, a P3 drive here tonight from P5 on the grid. You did pretty good. I mean, it was a good battle between yourself and Flip Flop Fish for the lead there. You guys exchanged positions quite a few times. Tell us about the race from your perspective, and tell us about the whole season. How was it?
And
Sorry,
Maybe.
wanted to ask him another quick question there with maybe. I'm hoping you're sticking around for season 14. What are your expectations of the new game? Is there anything in particular you're really excited for?
now,
Go ahead, Speedy.
Before I have to go, I want from Just Jose, Flip Flop Fish, and Mebby. We'll start from P3 and we'll go up. I want your comments on the first lap collisions. And Just Jose, what was your opinion on the accidents?
Well, I didn't see anything, you know. I was so far back down. I just saw some cars going out. I managed to stay out of trouble and gain some positions. And yeah, after that, my race really started.
And what about you, Flip Flop?
So I had a good start, and then I saw Taz spin, and I felt pretty good about that because he probably would have beaten me today. But I didn't really see anything else. I just saw like 10 cars stopped at Sector 1, and it was crazy.
And Just Jose, how do you feel that you won McLaren a extra position in the constructors, but it was because of an Aston Martin driver getting a little hot-headed?
Oh man, I really didn't know that too right now. That's who told me. I came into this race like no expectations. But yeah, that's nice. I guess getting a position for the constructors. Even though I don't have a teammate. I think, or I don't know.
You
if I have a permanent
you did,
teammate.
but he retired at the halfway point.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it feels great to, I don't know, put the McLaren name back where it belongs to. I guess, in the mid.
Okay.
Yeah, actually,
well,
jumping over. Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead, Speedy.
I'm just gonna say.
Oh, I think we lost him there. Okay, well, Just Jose, jumping over to you. I mean, what an incredible race from you. Started P16. I'm guessing something must have happened to you in the qualifying. Must have had a little bit of a bad lap there, but all the way up to P2, and like you were just doing an absolutely amazing job driving around everyone. You had the pace here today. Is this a good favorite track for you, or was it just, you found some pace here just today on the occasion?
Oh man, I legit don't know where the pace came from. I haven't done this track in like 6 months, I think. Like way before I got my PS5, I didn't have a setup for it. I loaded one up like 30 minutes before the race and started practicing. I have to thank Silent for the setup though. He sent me one, even though he wasn't racing. But yeah, the pace was there. It was pretty surprising to see the pace actually. Yeah, in qualifying, I set a lap, then I got too happy on the next lap and retired like a dumbass. Yeah, so I probably could have gotten a better starting position if I hadn't done that.
Yeah, and a good finish for you here today. I think you will hold on to your standing position of P7 overall in the season. I think that's a pretty good performance considering some of the drivers that you had to drive against, and you had some really good driver performances this season. Same question as I asked Mebby. New game coming out in just about a month or so. Are you excited about it? Is there anything in particular you're really excited for?
Oh man, I really don't know. I guess I'm excited that it will come out as I'm on my winter break, so I might have some more time to enjoy gaming. I've been doing so much stuff for college that I really don't have the time to to enjoy the game as much as I would like to, and to practice as much as I would like to. I hope I can get more time so I can get better.
Awesome. Well, congratulations again on an amazing drive here today, P2, and yeah, amazing season. That we really hope to see you again next season in season 14.
Thank you, man. Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be around here. You won't lose me.
Awesome. That's great. So yeah, good luck next season, and have a great time off.
Thanks, man. Same.
Alrighty, let's jump over to the winner of tonight's race, Mr. Flip Flop Fish in the Red Bull car. A very good performance there. Good battle between yourself and Mebby for the lead there. You guys exchanged positions back and forth, back and forth. Tell me about your experience here tonight of the 100% race. How did you like it? What did you think of it? If we ended up doing more 100% races throughout the season, would that be something you'd like?
So to be honest, I kind of like the one event thing where we do it once a season. I feel like that makes it special. And if we did it too much, man, it just make the season miserable. Some of the races, I mean, some of the tracks I can't do 100% at. But for my race, I mean, really after lap 1 and all that carnage where a lot of the top guys got taken out, it was just about not picking up penalties and not making a spin at some point. I really didn't know the strategy coming into today. I didn't really practice much. So I just copied what Meb did. And I thought it was going to be a 3-stop at one point, but we stayed out really long on the second stint of softs. And then we went to the mediums, and once he picked up that penalty, I think on his outlap on the mediums, I knew I basically had the win, and then I just focused on building a gap.
Yeah, and then at the end of the race there, it looked like you guys were still sticking together, but then right towards the last few laps, you managed to pull out a few seconds there and bring it to the line. It was a pretty exciting race, all things said and done. Pretty exciting season as well. A good season, not as good as I think you guys would have wanted for Red Bull. I think you guys will end up down P8 or P7 in the Constructors, but overall, a very exciting season. What are your expectations for next season, or how did you do on your expectations for this season?
Well, I wasn't even planning on racing this season, and I came back for the All-Star race. And it was like my first league race in maybe 4 or 5 months, and I won it. And I decided I wanted to come back for the rest of the season because I found out I had some pretty good pace on this game. But going into the next game, I'm just gonna have to see if I'm quick on it, and if I'm quick, I'll turn up for season 14.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, other than that, your expectations of the new game, anything you're excited for?
I hope the handling model's a bit more difficult. I feel like these cars are very easy to drive on this game.
All right. Well, that's very interesting. Congratulations on your win here tonight. Congratulations on another season completed in TCR. And yeah, have a great time off. Hopefully we'll see you next season.
Thank you very much.
All right, folks. Well, I think that's it here. We've gotten through all of our podium finishers. We've heard quite a bit. We've seen quite a bit here tonight with the full feature 100% season finale of season 13. I did invite Seafreeze to say some parting words here of the season, but he didn't join us in the chat just yet. I think he might be a little bit frustrated with his performance here today. And yeah, Ferrari unfortunately missing out on the Constructors' Championship, and that one's going to go to Williams this year in the Platinum class, so congratulations to them. But yeah, another season in the books. It's quite incredible. I'm kind of sad that we're closing this chapter. I feel like this season was one of the best, most exciting seasons we've had. A lot of new drivers coming into the mix and shaking things up. We had some new tracks, some new events that we introduced as well. We had some exciting racing all across 3 of our classes. And yeah, so I'm going to be really missing you guys. I'm going to be missing the action on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. But in the meantime, make sure you guys check out the links in the description and you sign up to race with us in Season 14, which should be starting, I'm guessing, around the end of August or starting of September, somewhere around there. But the link to our website is in the description. Use that to find out all the information, fill out the application form, and join our Discord while we're getting prepared for that. We're also going to have some highlight videos from the season available in the off season. We might have some special events. We might have a podcast or something along those lines that we're trying to organize as well. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a like on the video. Make sure you share it out and keep in touch with us on all of our social media so you can stay updated on everything that we're going to be doing in the off season. Also, check out our affiliate sponsors who've provided us with amazing support throughout the season. Massive thank you to Fanatec. Make sure you check out the link and use that link if you're looking to buy yourself some equipment. You'll be supporting the league in doing so as well. And also, Drink Alchemy. Check out their website and use the code TCR at checkout for 10% off your drinks purchase. And last but not least, of course, our own TCR merchandise. We have jerseys, hoodies, pants, mugs, hats. Lots of them are available in different colors and different variations, and you can even customize some of it. So make sure to check that out. The link is available in the description as well. You'll be doing a massive, massive favor to us and helping us in further developing this league. So do all of that. Check out all of those links. Support our sponsors as well if you can. Make sure you stick with us on our social medias and stay up to date on everything. But from Blim Machine, from Speedy, from all of the Platinum class drivers here tonight, and from everyone at TCR, thank you guys so much for being with us and for providing us with your support over the season. This is the end of Season 13, but it's not going to be long before we're back on there again with TCR Season 14. Until then, it's Blim Machine. Thank you guys so much, and have a Speedy from all of the Platinum class drivers here tonight, and from everyone at TCR. Thank you guys so much for being with us and for providing us with your support over the season. This is the end of Season 13, but it's not going to be long before we're back on there again with TCR Season 14. Until then, it's Blim Machine. Thank you guys so much, and have a great night.